Hey guys, how you doing? It's False Bulls 123 coming to you live from Topazville Park. So right now I'm sitting on just a small little footpath that's right near the back of the park. If you've ever been near the north of it and you've seen the huckleberry bushes, I'm a little bit further down. So today I want to show you one of my favorite little footpaths, and not everyone knows about it, but it's pretty chill actually. So Taylorsville Park is situated right next to the Southwestern Oregon Community College. And so not many people know this, but there's actually a dirt footpath that connects between the park itself and the back of the college in parking lot 3. And I thought that, it's just one of my favorite places to go walking in the woods, and I would love to show it to you. Anyway, guys, let's get started, and you're going to enjoy this, hopefully. If not, scream at me in the comments, tell me, fuck you and your fucking park. But besides that, let's get going, because I want to show you something good about it here. We have this wooden bridge that is at the entrance of the footpath. Now, I always think it's a bit interesting. It's always definitely a little bit rickety to walk over. Because as you can see all the way over around here, we have these broken boards. And then we always have a lot of scrap that falls into the river. But besides that, it gets repaired fairly regularly. And then we just kind of step into the woods. You always have these towering tall trees that grow up into the sky. And then we have a footpath all around here. And actually one of the things I just really like about the area is just you really get a sense for just like the greenery that's untouched by, like you do in Topazville with all those asphalt paths and trail markers. It's like the park, but it's a lot more natural. So, one place I'm going to show you is right here is a little bit of a pet cemetery. If you remember my unboxing video, I actually had it's a Polaroid that I actually took at that spot. I think I actually used to have it as my DeviantArt for the longest time. Anyway, you definitely see that we have some of these huge, big trees in the area. Oh yeah. Alright, then we have this little log stump here. It's not the most interesting content, but I always like to show where the snags are in the forest. You get such beautiful imagery with the moss that goes around it and everything else. So this is going to be a real basic introduction to this area. There's actually quite a few trails back here, so I'm going to take you the one that's the most direct and which still has, don't worry, plenty of stuff to look at. But there's also a lot of places around here that are a little harder to find. And we go pretty deep in here to actually get to them, but that's something for another time. And I'll definitely show you some of the cool spots. If you are in the area, the one thing I should mention is that a lot of times during the night, we do have a lot of people that camp around here. So, might not be the best place to go after dark, but if it's midday, don't worry about that type of thing. Park's meant to be shared. Oh yeah. This is just another one of those little stumps. The thing about the nice things about this side of the park is that they have all of these deer trails actually. And you'll just pop off in one direction and wind up somewhere else. There's actually a few real nice little fishing hole areas around. Oh, just noticed that. So notice that there's actually some mushrooms, let's see, sprouting here. It's actually kind of cool. Oh yeah. Probably not the most interesting stuff for you, but I thought that was awesome. Sorry about that shake, guys. Now, here's probably one of my favorite places to stand in the area. So, Oh, sorry. It's not that much too big of a thing. So there's actually a crossroads we have here. Now, I think what one time which might be really fun that we could do is maybe just one of these days have like a little live stream or like Instagram live thing where I actually just take a walk in the woods and you decide which path to take when we take a when there's a split in the trail. It might be really fun. Let me know if you want to have a choose your own walk with me, because that sounds like a lot of fun to do in the future. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to, I'm going to take the middle path, which, you know, like Buddha and Jesus says, is always super chill. A little bit of a joke for you. And let's just get on with our bad self. So once we walk through here, it's a little crowded and closed in, but then the area opens up again and we'll just walk straight back to the college. There's still a lot to see in the middle, but a lot of the really interesting places are more off the beaten path. So now we just have this. So I'm taking the middle path right now, and you know, it's pretty chill. It's just a little bit more tighter quarters, because you have all of these trees to the side of you. Joke is to the right, I'm stuck in the middle of you, but oh yeah. And you'll get an occasional tree around here that just like grows up and you can actually see it right there. One thing I always notice when I'm in this area is that we do have a bad habit of getting some tweaker piles. That's what I call it when, you know, you're walking along a park and you just see a pile of clothing. Because you don't know why they left that clothing there. But the assumption is definitely that they were doing them bad drugs. And not the fun drugs. You know, because obviously there's such a difference. Like alcohol or like, what is this fun drug? Caffeine. Those are drugs. But basically I take it right along here and that's leading us back into the college. So if you're walking along Newmark, this would be about the area between Topasville, where you're actually walking to the park, and then about 2 blocks over you actually reach the campus. So right now we're right around, like, you know, we've gone past the lake itself and we're just making our way back down to the back of the campus, if that makes any sense. And you know, it's just a little bit of greenery, but we pass a few really nice fishing locations actually, because a lot of people, they like to canoe or they like to go boating around this area. And so basically, like, this is a lot of places, a lot of really nice secret fishing holes basically. Now I don't fish, but I figure a little cove off the side is a good place to do it, right? Over here we have a, I think, boating landing dock, and that's where a lot of people bring their boats in. It gets really muddy during the rainy season, so get good shoes or you'll definitely slide. So yeah, definitely be careful because you'll slide right in. And besides that, we don't really have much, you know, snazzy or cool about this side of it. It's just, you know, the trees, like, a lot more, what is it, darius than coniferous. Quick break from, you know, walking around the trail, just take a moment to look at the lake. So this is one of the spots I told you about over here, and you know, it's just, it's a nice little place to like look out, reflect, and watch the water go by. Guys, I'm back on the trail now. It was actually kind of nice just to like look at, not even in my own home, and I'm tripping over things. And one of the nice things that I like about that is just I get a little bit of time to relax, stare at the water, and I'm actually really glad that I got to spend this time and do just a little bit of vlogging with you guys. So here is the second bridge that you see. And it's a little metallic one, and there's always water underneath it. And honestly, that's really all you get. You can kind of see where it comes out further down the rocks, but It's always just this small little creek, and it's always going. It's actually really low right now. Usually it will be all the way up to here, and you actually have a few, you can actually step in it, but right now it's just trickling along, you know. It's getting towards fall, so the water's running out. And, you know, we're getting actually kind of near to the end of our journey. Pretty soon I'll be walking along and we'll be popping out the parking lot of this walk. I used to walk along this path so many times in college, just whenever I needed a break, whenever I needed to breathe, I would just, like, you know, kind of come out here and commune with nature. Just, it always feels nice in the forest. Kind of feels like, you know, you're safe and all these trees are here just providing you with that fresh oxygen. And it's just, it's nice and green and it's really calming. And it doesn't really have to do, and it's more, it's you and the environment than, ooh, that is a, sorry, it's more like you and the environment instead of just, I don't know, you against it. I like that about the forest because it makes you feel like you're allowed to be here, that you're allowed to do things, and it's all physical and sensory, all these other things. And other times, you know, it just kind of feels that life gets overwhelming. So, one of the great things about Coos Bay apparently is this rampant littering problem. Look at this. Somebody just went and threw an entire trash bag in the forest. You know, I ought to beat them if they know what's good for them. So for the longest time, there actually used to be a metal gate that was just sitting in the forest here. I always thought it was funny because it never led to anything. It was just a gate. Well, as you can see, we made it out on the other side, free from the ravages of fire and wolves. You can see in the background there, that large building that's about 5 stories tall is the Tioga Hall building. And this is currently parking lot 3 of SWAC. And we got you, and I hope that you, like, you know, enjoyed my come walk with me today. I bet it wasn't like the most exciting thing you've ever seen, but, you know, I'm trying to, like, you know, definitely get a feel for the video blogging, for the YouTubing, for the vlogging, for all that, and, you know, I'm definitely trying my best. If you guys have any ideas for future videos, if you want to tell me that I should, like, go kill myself in the comments, like, you do that. I want to hear from you guys, and, like, definitely, if you have any suggestions, if you have any questions about town, let me know, and I'll let you guys know about it. I'm planning this really big come walk with me, but that's going to be in a few months' time when I can actually get all the equipment together and figure out how to, like, you know, plan that. So, you know, it's definitely a learning process. Anyway, guys, it's False Bulls 123 signing out, and you have a good day today.